comes in.
Plugging the thing, pressing the play. It's Tuesday. Sound effects.
Tuesday the what?
The 30th. Right? No. 30th? Yes. Yes.
Yes.
It's Tuesday.
December.
Of December.
2014.
2014. Coming to the end of it, right?
Yeah.
Right to the very end. That's why we're having this extra special episode. This is going to be our award show episode. Shanahanigans Live. First, welcome if you join us.
Welcome to my studio.
This is Katie's workspace. We usually do the show downstairs. But today, extra special episode because the 2014 Shanahanigans Live of the Year Awards.
Of the year.
Hence why I'm dressed so dapper.
And I'm wearing my Christmas sweater. No.
What?
Scarf.
Sneed?
Christmas scarf. My sneed.
Is that your sneed?
My sneed.
Okay, sneed.
Everybody needs a sneed.
Everyone needs one.
It's also my bandit mask.
Just in case. We're gonna just, this is nothing terribly official. I didn't put in the time to make lower thirds outside of the one you're seeing right now. I didn't put in the, even we got Matthew Bachardi saying I look quite classy at the top. Why, thank you, sir. I don't want to get that like circus ringleader look though with my hair on the side because I'm like, everybody, look at the family. It's like now with the Flying Graysons, an act that never goes wrong.
Oh.
I hope. And now we will remove the nets. I'm like,
what could possibly go wrong?
Like, okay, before we start, if you've seen the Batman Returns or Batman Forever with Robin in it, why did they remove the net? Because sure, it adds an extra sense of fear, but it's not like having the net there or not, they're still doing the same act, right?
It's the danger.
Yeah. So they might as well just kept the net there and just because they're still going to be flipping around. They don't need the net to do the tricks.
It's the tragedy of it.
Don't do that. Anyway, this is an award show.
I should bring it up then.
Are you ready to end 2014 with a question that we all is on the top of our minds? Is ready. Oh gosh, what I'm doing. Alright.
Is it broadcasting?
It's time for the 2014 Shanahanigans Live of the Year Awards.
Yes, that one.
So do that in the next verse. It says it right there.
Okay.
It is recording.
Is it broadcasting?
It's time for
The Shanahanigans Live episode 155. It's backwards of the Year Award.
Well, it's mirrored.
That one.
Yeah, hold on. We're gonna do this up to the
Thinking.
Ink forward. Okay. Katie's gonna ink, and Shag is going to. This is an internet term, but port forwards. Oh, port forwarding is like if you want to clear up ports, you can play games online. Don't worry about it much. Oh gosh. Yes, this is the 2014. I was just trying to rhyme with it. Shanahanigans Live of the Year Awards. And you're all here. And make sure to start your list too. We'll talk about that in a sec.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Is it recording?
Is it broadcasting?
It's time for
The Shanahanigans Live 2014 End of the Year Awards.
Live. Hope you guys had a good holiday because we're ending all the goodness with this episode.
Yeah.
Cool. Episode 155. Welcome to Shanahanigans Live. If you're new here, what better time to come to the show because we're going to talk about some of our favorite things from over the years. We're going to this year, things over this year, singular. But in a classy award show format. I was planning to have music and stuff too, but I've been sick and I was like, forget it. This is the best I could pull off on such short notice. We have the chat here, of course. It's the Q&A system built into the ever fluid system that is Google Plus. You can join for the live chat and ask some questions and stuff. And also, we're going to be asking you guys what your favorite thing of said categories coming up soon will be. So get your brains going. Start thinking.
Just want to say really quick, hi, Chris Cater. We haven't seen you in a while.
We haven't. And we miss your art too. I always enjoy again like an episode recap a little bit. I've actually made a folder full of any art we've gotten from over the show, and I had to kind of backtrack to figure out which episodes they're from. Some of them I still haven't figured out, but and as always, if you guys are in the chat, you can tell us if our quality is good, sound. If it was a little too echoey, there's nothing I could do about it. A little different setup. Katie has high ceilings. But we have the chat here. A bunch of people in the chat. Let's just go through this quickly. Actually, I'll move the screen over so I'm not looking so far away from you guys.
Just shove it.
There you go, because our camera's there.
Yeah,
our monitor's here.
That's the monitor.
Excellent.
Camera.
I'm going to move this closer to Kate. We had Matthew Pritchard saying all the classiest and Mark with 2. Also, once again, there's you can vote up comments and stuff in the Google Chats Q&A system. We have Andrew Murray saying it is a nice shade of lipstick, Katie.
Oh, thank you. See, he notices.
Oh,
he
Andrew.
Never say nothing.
Andrew, you dog. How's it been going with both of you?
Good.
Okay, I usually ask that before the show. How's it going?
Oh, it's so good. When was Christmas?
We
had Christmas.
It wasn't this weekend. It was Thursday, wasn't
Thursday.
it? Wednesday?
And
Thursday?
I got to nap in front of the fire, hang out with my family, eat a ton of food, see all the cousins.
Yes.
Got to talk about comics with the cousins, which was fun.
Which cousin?
With the Shanahanigans.
Oh, okay. I don't recall any comic talk at the other.
Oh, I think no comic talk.
No one speaks of comics.
No.
They don't know this side of us.
And then we came back, and it's kind of been nonstop errands. We're starting up some work again on Monday, so Jerry's like, we must do everything now. So it's like groceries and IKEA furniture and running around looking at antique shops.
You know, those things.
I just want to read comic books. I don't want to do adult chores, but it's good. It's necessary as an adult. You have to take responsibility. You can't just read comics all day.
That's true.
Yeah.
As for me, I almost got this year being like, didn't get sick. I'm amazing. My immune system. Then I realized I went to like 2 family Christmas events full of kids and stuff.
Cool.
And so I just got back like just 2 days ago. It was like, I don't know if it's called a head cold because it's just like sinuses and you feel heavy in the skull and you're like, nah. And so I'm just kind of recovering from that now. But my last few days.
You don't sound sick, but your head is just really heavy.
Yeah, and you feel like the chills and they're multiplying.
Everyone's like, you don't sound sick, and you're like, shut up! I can't go to your thing.
Yeah, so I'm kind of just getting over that. But to cure all ails me, I finally set up the Xbox One that I picked up back on Black Friday, which I've been ignoring up and now because I'm like, I got better things to do. And when I say I picked it up, I also use like mall gift cards. So I'm not like rolling in Xbox and money. I just like had these cards I've been meaning to use for a while. So it worked out. It worked out pretty decent. And I've been playing the Halo 5 beta that just launched last night.
Wow.
It is. And a lot of people were nervous about this new change in Halo because, like, if you recall, it's kind of like frantic and craziness, and this is like even more over the top. It's like you're climbing, you're jumping, you're doing this and that. And some people like the slower pace of Halo, and this is madness from the trailer. But when you actually play it, it's actually a very strategic game because it's right now it's just 4v4, and if you step out of line, if you run up ahead all willy nilly, you're done.
Oops.
You need to rely on your team in this game because it is like. The weapons are kind of overpowered, which means you can be taken down easily if 2 people spot you. But also you have to boost. I'm not going to get into this now because this is our award show. We're not promoting Halo.
Is it getting an award or
no?
Okay, and then move on.
The most beta award goes to. Let's go. We got a couple other comments here. Every time I highlight a comment, an Andrew Murray comment like bumps everyone down and pops to the top. That's how the voting works, folks. You can vote for your favorite comments, and Andrew seems to be winning. I did a piece of Shrub Monkey fan art on Twitter. Did you get a chance to see it?
Oh, no, I haven't. I lost Twitter on my phone.
Oh.
It logged me out. I can't remember my password.
I haven't seen it.
I lost. Look at it. Look,
Can we do a screen share? Are you signed into your Twitter?
On my internet, I am. I haven't been on this computer all day.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm running errands.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, guys. We'll get to the awards shortly.
Just go Twitter. Twitter. No, don't log in. Just Twitter. Okay.
Is it added anyone,
Did
Andrew?
you add us? Okay, I have 2 notifications. It's really exciting.
Okay, let's go screen share.
Wait, I don't know what the other one's going to be.
Is it filthy?
Just click it first before we screen share it.
I'm
not saying his filthy. I don't know what other people are writing.
No, I don't say anything from Andrew.
Okay, we'll just go to Andrew's thing.
Well, thanks a lot, Andrew, for throwing us. Okay, where is it?
Andrew Okay, there's that.
That him?
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
We'll get right with you guys in a second. Apparently, this is really important.
That's a sandwich. That's not.
There's a Gordon Ramsay sandwich.
Gordon Ramsay sandwich.
All right, you're just messing with us, Andrew. We're okay. Okay, thanks, Andrew, for putting us on this wild goose chase. Send us a link, and we'll get back to you on that. But thank you for telling us that you did an art.
Gordon Ramsay sandwich.
It says search Shrub Monkey fan. Okay, we have a show to do, Andrew. We'll search it right after this.
No, I want to see it.
Well, then check your phone or
But
something.
my phone's logged in.
We got a comment from Chris the host saying, Cora Talk, are we having it this week? No,
Not
because
this
this is
week,
the
I
award
don't
show episode, and we're not going to spend too
Give
much
people
time on
time
any
to
one
catch up.
topic. Give people the holidays to catch up with Cora. But next week, we'll talk about Cora.
That's my password.
I think Chris Cater mentions the number of the episode for a little while back. 155. Miss you too. Expect more art soon from Chris Cater. Awesome. Cool. Okay. Now we've got the busy work out of the way, and Katie's trying to log into her Twitter. How's it going?
No, that's not the password. Wait.
What?
Almost.
Really?
Maybe.
I'll let you figure it out. In the meantime, let's kick off the Shanahanigans 2014 of the Year Awards with our first category. And the way this is going to work is because, we're not always on the ball. We're not always like at the leading edge of what's new. So we have two sections of each category. There's the regular, of course, which is of the year. But then there's the late to the game awards, which is like
everything I'm into.
Yeah, everything we finally got around to doing or checking out that's been around years prior. So we like to give recognition. And what this is for you guys to be like, oh, that sounds interesting. I'll check that out too. Right?
Yeah.
Right. So let's begin. Where should we begin? What category sounds good? How about comics? That's what this show's all about. We're all about comics here, right? Cool. So let's take a look at our comic category. So comics.
Whoa, you're getting into a fight with CIBC on Twitter.
Is he?
There's like this giant fight with CIBC.
Is he drawing fan art of it?
Ooh.
Did you mean you drew CIBC art, not Trump monkey art? No, it sounds more.
I hate to be CIBC right now. We'll find it after the show.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But thank you very much, Andrew. First category, of course.
First category.
Comics. There's been great years for comics. Every year's a great year for comics, I'll say.
Comics keeps getting better and better.
Keeps getting better. But this year, there's those comics out there that you just got to get people to watch or read because you're like, oh my gosh, have you read this yet? I cannot believe you've read this yet. So, actually, you know what? Let's see if I can do like a little.
Are we drawing?
Our first nominee. Well, should I do a drawing first just to be like,
so
give people a hint? So like,
okay.
Still.
I think it's a monkey.
Wait, is that motion tracked? No. Let's try that again.
I like that you're doing the art in this episode. Oh, are they horns?
Yes.
It's Saga.
Our first nomination is Saga. Of course, made by Fiona Staple as the art, and Brian K. Vaughan is the writing.
Yes.
Saga. We'll give you a little spiel about each one also. While Kay's wearing the horns, I guess.
Well, technically, I should have the green hair, but whatever.
I don't know. I just gave you the most notable.
Yeah, no worries.
I can keep drawing if you like.
Yeah,
we can spend a nice time be like, there's green hair and the horns.
That's what I'm talking about.
If you guys haven't read it yet, Saga, it's fantasy, it's sci-fi, it's adventure, but it's also very familiar. And this is the one thing I really appreciate about it most because it is like a sci-fi kind of what do they call it? Like not necessarily a space opera, but it does have those elements. But it's also very contemporary in the ways the characters talk to each other and what people understand, the media.
It's very relatable because I find sometimes the problem going back and reading some fantasy books. Like I was a huge fan of a lot of fantasy and sci-fi. Going back to it, sometimes I find like some books, not a lot, like all the books, but some of the books I read, it's like the world building is more important than the characters, and you find you're just kind of reading a lot of interesting concepts, but the characters are kind of bland. You don't really get into them. But with Saga, I find the characters are just so fun and interesting and like complex and filthy and ridiculous, and it's like you can't.
They're very raw.
Yeah, you can't help but really get involved and follow their drama.
And then it makes everyone more endearing than say trying to be a badass. Like this is the case where like the way people act make them more human.
Yeah.
To you, more relatable. And like Saga does a fantastic job of that. It creates a sci-fi world that you kind of get into right away. I heard people say similar things to like Mass Effect, how it's like a new sci-fi world. And let's see, we got Sarah Corey also saying I read book 1 and volume 4 is in the last 2 days. It's amazing. And volume 4 came out only recently. I forget when 3 came out, but I'm including it. We all read volume 4.
Every Christmas, I need to fall in front of the fire and read a book, and I read number 4, and wow.
I feel like I'm just going to be like adding art to for like each of it.
Just keep
all right, so that's our first category.
Yeah, I was going to say, Chris brought up the next one. In terms of, can I bring that up? Or
yeah, you want.
In terms of also, we're saying about characters kind of acting the way you want them to and talking in a way that sounds almost like people you know. I don't know anyone necessarily as vulgar as these characters, but I love Rat Queens so much. It's such a fun fantasy story. It's like this group of miscreant fantasy lady folk. Like
I don't know their logo.
What's
their logo? I can't. I'll just give you elf ears.
Yeah. They're like mercenaries, right? And so it's again, the characters are really fun. It's this group of characters. They get drunk, they destroy the town, they're sent on this kind of punishment to clean up civil duty thing to go run some tasks, and then in the meantime there's some extra danger happening around that where like somebody's targeting them and who is it and who hates them that much. But it's all the different troops are really fun, all the different characters are really fun, and that one I'm really enjoying it very much.
Likewise, I picked it up and I checked it out and I'm like, yeah, it's awesome.
It's just the dialogue is really funny, and the characters are really fun.
So far we got Saga, Rat Queens. Our next nominee is, let's see, let me make this a little thicker. So they're still
okay.
Oh, can I not do it that far off your head?
I don't know.
Oh, it won't let me do it that far off your head. Okay, so I go, dang it. Okay, I'll go lower. And
are you writing the Wicked and the Divine?
Yes, I can't write upside down though.
You could come up with the
Okay, The Wicked and the Divine is a comic that we've been picking up.
I like that upside down T.
Well, no, it's supposed to be upside down because the comic has the title vertically and then upside down. Yeah. So I did it completely wrong.
Yeah.
The Wicked and the Divine is one that Katie kind of picked up the single. We don't often get single issues.
No.
Because we like they get destroyed easily, blah, blah, blah. But for some reason, Katie picked up like 5 of these.
I'm gonna make a quick plug. If you guys haven't listened to Kate Lett's podcast, Kate or Die, she has a ton of great recommendations for comics that are out there that I might not necessarily have picked up before, because it's just stuff I hadn't really thought about, and then she mentioned it, give a review, and Wicked the Divine sounded.
Oh, that was one of her suggestions?
Yeah, so I just picked up the first one, really liked it, and picked up a bunch of them, and then probably should have waited for the trade because that came out right after.
Yeah, it just came out.
Yeah,
I'm loving it. The premise is really cool. It's about how the gods and deities of our like histories are reborn every 100 years. And in this generation, they're in like the British underground pop scene. And so the gods are basically kind of like music celebrities this time around. Oh gosh, I took all your nominees. Hold on, open your eyes and look at the camera. Did it go back?
Yeah, they're on.
It is a really interesting read. It's very cheeky and it has a lot of relevance in it too. The ideas of like just what celebritydom is, as well as like how long you last and things like that. And there's lots of like really cool characters.
Very much kind of like it is like a religion, how they look at it. Like the gods nowadays are celebrities. So that's how, and then the very kind of short lifespan they all have kind of to, like they say right away where it's like you almost like shooting stars where you're just there to do the best you can for like a couple of years while you still have time. And then, it's interesting.
Cool. And my final nomination. Oh wait, no. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Wait. How about open your eyes? 3, 2. There you go. This is like a magic show. All right, I'm gonna keep my eyes kind of tight. So our final nomination, unless you have another one you want.
Who's this? Let me guess. Purple hair. Who is purple hair? I don't know a purple hair comic.
Wait. I got one more idea. Hawkeye.
Okay.
Written by Fraction, I believe, and a variety of artists. Oh gosh, I had them in my head. Dang it. In any case, Hawkeye has been like, I don't really read too many. Aja.
And
there's a couple.
Was it Annie Wu, I think, was doing? Yeah. I really enjoyed her art on the newer ones.
You guys may have been seeing a lot of the arts of the new Hawkeye series that's been going on. There's 3 trades out now, and it is like one of the most engrossing of Marvel. Dang it! Every time you turn away, it's one of the most. I don't read too many Marvel main hero character titles, but this one got me gripped right away because it is like I'm just keep going. We should have a ball we can pass back and forth. It is one of the most relatable versions of like the characters I've seen in a while, where it's just like him living his life. Like he is an Avenger, and you could read this book right after you watch the Avenger film if you're not too familiar with Marvel characters. Like I'm not terribly familiar, but it's just like, especially with Hawkeye, I don't really know him at all except for the Avengers films. And having him just coming home after work and just like this guy living in New York who's really accurate, and how that applies to a guy who is in a giant apartment building full of like weirdos and stuff. Yeah. And the story, those ones I don't know if they came out this year because we had them before, but this year's release was volume 3, which follows his like protege, apprentice, Kate Bishop, as she goes lone wolf to LA. So she leaves what's his name? Hank or Harold or
the Hawkeye.
I forget his name.
Regular name.
So she ditches him and takes his dog to go down to LA to start her own business. And there's this masked lady who she keeps running into.
Yeah, the mega villain.
And once again, it's the relatability of it too, where like even these mega villains are just these random weirdo people who they're like bumping into on the street and stuff. And it's just like it brings a very human face to a lot of it.
Yeah.
The dialogue is like dry and wonderful. The characters are great, and just Hawkeye's been a treat to read.
Yeah, I really recommend the LA stories are really good. Really great characters, fun little just side stories of her in LA, and it's just it's fun.
I think it's just called Hawkeye. That's the name of the series. Right?
Yeah, it's all Hawkeye.
Okay. All right. So once again, looking at Katie, our nominees are Saga with the horns there.
Yeah.
Rat Queens with the ears there. And with the green hair. The Wicked and the Divine.
Yeah.
With the font there. And Hawkeye. With the ears there. I didn't have anything else, did I, for comics?
And just to say Adventure in Boston, I haven't read Battle Dog yet, but I really enjoyed Nimona by Ginger Hayes or Noel Stevenson. That was a really good webcomic. That's all complete, so if you want to read it, you can read it all online. It's also coming out in book form soon. Where's the camera? Over here. Yeah. So really enjoyed Nimona. I haven't read a ton of Lumberjanes just because I picked up the first issue and I've been waiting for the trade. I know you're supposed to get them all in a good trade, but I don't really have them for a lot of single issues. But I am enjoying that as well, and I'm looking forward to it all being collected together so I can get it all.
And once again, you guys can start coming up with your list of your favorite book here to recommend to people in the chat, and we'll read through that quickly.
Too, so if you
posted it already, post it again, so we'll read that out for what you guys think. But on 3, let's say we haven't talked about this before.
Oh gosh.
So on 3.
Wait.
1,
so what are the choices?
Look at your head.
I can't even see.
Look over there.
Wait, Saga,
we're gonna find Rat Queens, and Hawkeye.
So 4?
Sure.
Is there only 4 titles?
Maybe.
What was this? Was this our late to the game?
No, this is this year, 2014 comics.
Okay.
On 3.
Oh my
1, 2, Saga.
Rat Queens.
Damn it.
I like Saga, but I'm looking forward to the next Rat Queens too. So I like them all. I like them all equally.
I just want to see how in tune we are. So Saga was my pick.
We're
it
not
is.
Twins,
I know. I just want to see. Saga's my pick. It has been the book I've been so excited to see. The day I rarely run out to the comic shop on like a Wednesday to be like, oh, it's here. This is what Saga was for. I had a chance to go to a panel at San Diego Comic-Con, and I didn't because I wasn't reading the individual issues. I wanted the trades to come out. I'm just going to delete this. So congratulations to, I guess, Rat Queens and Saga.
Yeah. There's something new I'm reading too, but you aren't reading it. So it's maybe I'll bring it up later.
Chris is way too entertained by the drawings on the live camera.
Yay.
And too many amazing comics this year. I can't choose, says Sarah.
Great.
I think Sarah also mentioned earlier, or someone did, that there should be an Image Comic Awards because, and generally they've been just an award for Image Comics. So they've been doing great.
There is no winner because really we are the winners every time.
Oh
we
yeah.
make great comics. We all win.
All right, so you guys can start writing what your favorite comic of the year is, or if you want to do multiple. But I can't read everything ever. But if you want to suggest things to check out, favorite 2014 comic release of the year, or if you picked up a series of trades. But now we have our comics Late to the Game Award. This is these are comics that have been around for a while, and we just haven't got on it because life. But now that we did, we're like, boo, this is the best thing ever. Yeah. So let's see if you guys can guess. The first nominee is.
What is this? What's happening? What is happening? Oh, I'm so excited! Yay!
Oh wait.
I should get to draw on you then.
Have you guys guessed yet?
Are you gonna draw an arm?
I can't. It's only around your head. That's how the motion tracking works. Are you sure?
Yeah, I wanna.
Yo,
Pass the.
Not just switch. I could just bring the monitor to you. All right, fine. That's as close as I can get it without unplugging it. I'll just be here.
You keep going.
Should I just tell them what it is by now?
Wait. Okay. No.
All right. See if you guys can guess.
Where's the drawing tool?
No,
Chris.
No. Fables? No.
No. Why can't I draw on you?
Wait,
I can only draw on me.
Really?
Yeah. Oh well.
Go back.
Can you guess what that is? You can't tell who that is.
The nominee for Late to the Game is. You want to say it?
I do. We really like. Do tell what that is. We really love Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh my gosh!
Such a good
Full Metal Alchemist. I don't know what I've been missing, guys. Way back in the day in Anime North, all these people were like, "Oh, I'm Elric. Ooh, alchemy," and I'm like, "What is this business? What is this?" And then, oh, now I'm in the outfit. Look at the camera. Here, there you go.
Hey,
I guess it's only one person per
it's like
thing.
an antenna.
We could do a landscape though. Dang it. Okay, we'll just do like a
Pretty
grassy
iconic.
landscape. Adventures.
Chris got it.
Adventures Abound. Yeah, Full Metal Alchemist, I think. We weren't on the series for a while, and then it just came out. Like Katie started picking up the 3. Well, actually, you a year prior were getting them from the library.
Yeah.
And you like lost your mind. I'm like,
So
whatever,
good.
because like you were having single issues and returning them. I didn't get a chance.
Yeah, it was really
But then you started buying the 3-in-1s.
It was one of those books where I was like, I really want to own this, even though I was just getting them from the library. I'm like, I want to have these books
Yeah.
reference and just to support like an awesome creator. So yeah, I got the first issue with 3 in it. I was like, yeah, check it out, see if you like it. And you were like, more.
You're like, I read the first one and I watched the first episode stuff, and I was like, okay, it's this anime where it's like they keep going to different cities and solve a problem, make new friends along the way. I feel like been here, done that, point A to B, there's a big boss fight, whatever. But then like after the first 2-3 issues are like that, but then the story just changes where it becomes this more like there's a central hub and people are heading out and coming
back.
back.
It's the central hub that you focus on.
That's what I find interesting.
The characters. I find the characters are really well written. They're really interesting.
Well, I like them.
It's. I'm not like, wow, central hub. I'm like, this is really well written, and I love the way all these, like, especially the female characters, are all awesome. I'm just like, wow, like she's really well written. This one's really well written. These characters, this is really interesting drama happening.
But the reason the central hub is important
is really fun.
To me, the reason the central hub notion is important is because in stories when it's like you visit the town, problem, solve it, next town, there's no ramifications of what happened or whether they solved it right or not. The thing in the first issue where it's like, oh, they made the guy who was a fake priest and a fake alchemist, they revealed him to be a fake religion. It's like, there you go, next mission. But then like way later down the stories, you find out about the riots that happened in that town because they revealed him. And you're just like, everything has consequences.
Well, the theme is everything has a cost.
Yeah.
And it's the balancing of you know, what do you pay to get this? What's the payment for this?
Yeah.
What's the cost of this? So everything has like a pretty weighty
cost.
Yeah, I'm looking for another word for it because it's the theme is like the equal exchange. It's like what do you create? What do you use to create this?
Yeah.
What are you willing to give away for it?
And that's why like I was so drawn to that notion is it's kind of unique in that respect because I don't see too many shows that do that. And then the other thing that really drew me to it is also a lot of these like bit bad guys. Oh, pass it back over. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. That's in the middle.
Yeah, we're here.
A lot of these like bit bad guy characters, like they become like companion and main characters in this weird like, you know, unlikely friendship things, but in ways that actually work, you know. And it's like this works well. So that's why Full Metal Alchemist is in our Late to the Game comics nominations. I didn't have any others, did you have any?
Oh, we had one.
Yeah. Is there anything else you relate to the game to? We could just call it.
I mean, if I knew what the categories were going to be like at the beginning, I would. I mean, I'm just going to add to that, and it's running right now, but I'm really enjoying Hiromu Arakawa's new series, Silver Spoon, which is a quieter kind of. Well, I wouldn't even say quieter. It's very different from Full Metal Alchemist because it's not a crazy adventure. It's like agricultural high school. So it's this guy goes to a farming high school he's not really sure what to do with his future. So he's like, let's just try farming. And it's just kind of what life is like in farming communities. But it's really funny. It's really fascinating. It's really interesting. And they also have a lot of, that's a good.
I think so.
And there's also like this horse club there, and this is taking riding lessons. I really enjoy that. But I'm enjoying Silver Spoon very much as well. So two very different kind of thematically feeling stories, but I mean her comedy shines through. So I love yellow.
I think that's it. All right. So the winner of our Late to the Game comics, Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah. It's fantastic. It's funny. Also, the little comics at the end of every chapter just kind of like are this nice curtain call. It's just one of the, I don't want to both characters. Yeah. It's honestly, if you haven't read it yet, it's fantastic. And I'm glad I got into it now. And I'm sad I missed the boat because now there's no toys available.
It's definitely my favorite read of 2014 because I started reading it at the beginning of this year, and then when you started reading it, I started watching all the anime.
Yeah,
I was just like, this is so well done.
Cool.
Like it's just it feels good to like something and know enough people liked it that they put like a really good show together for it as well. And yeah, just it's,
how you do the stars?
Honestly, it's the little white stars. Like I mean, seriously, it reminds me of just even Ranma, just with the comedy and the funny writing, and then sometimes how serious it could be sometimes too. And I mean, it's a lot more heaviness in Full Metal, but just really good. That's my recommendation for 2014. If you haven't read it yet, support it or go to the library and pick it up.
Cool.
So
that was our first two categories for comics. It was comics of 2014 and late to the game comics of 2014, which means, you know, we didn't read yet. If you guys have suggestions as well that you want people to do for comics, throw them up now because we're going to be moving on to the next category. First, let's jump into the chat. We got little Armina saying Happy New Year's, guys. Happy New Year's, Armina. We got Eleni Chung saying, Happy New Year's. I love the Full Metal Alchemist manga. I don't think FMA Brotherhood matches how amazing the manga was. I feel like the pacing felt so different.
Well, the comic is the best. It's my favorite. But I enjoy Brotherhood as like a companion piece where it's like, oh, it's animated. Yay, the music and the intros. There's so many cool intros.
I still gotta watch this. My problem was Netflix had the subtitles were out of sync, so I stopped. I'm like,
Chris, I mean, I also went and watched the TV anime as well, and so there's stuff that I enjoy from both, like stuff they added. They went off on a different story tangent, but there's fun stuff in there too. And I'm like, oh, I like how they expanded this.
And then I posted to Katie's wall all these games, Flash games for from Cartoon Network that they made exclusively for Cartoon Network. If you haven't yet, look up Cartoon Network Flash Full Metal Alchemist games. It has one of the best run cycles ever.
Cheap.
It is amazing.
Like a pixel character just
like, go, Edward, go!
And then you fall off the platform.
Yeah, and you're like, oh. Equal exchange.
So much for that.
Or as Chris says, equivalent exchange.
Equivalent exchange, thank you.
We got for late to the game, Matthew Pritchard says Bone by Jeff Smith.
Yes, I love Bone.
And also Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind.
Nausicaa was
both epics. Yeah. Two epic titles you guys definitely gotta check out.
Books. Those are definitely in my top 10.
Nausicaa is one of my favorite of all times, and Bone is like jaw dropping, and how it starts off so like, oh, this is cute and silly. And you're like, boy!
And the art is beautiful.
Chris the host says, I think regarding the storytelling that I was talking about, it's kind of a problem with the Pokemon anime, old or new. The characters just keep moving from town to town solving problems. We never get to see what happens after. Yeah. Now, like, what's cool about Full Metal, just go back, is also other characters will arrive at town and hear tales of those characters, and then they get these images of them in their heads.
Yeah.
Like the little girl from Zing who's like, he's blonde and tall, and it's like...
She's got this image of Edward. It's not quite what...
Yeah, but that's what I like. It shows that everything that happens has an effect on the world, which I sometimes get annoyed when anime just disregard the effect. Just like, oh, next thing solved, next thing solved.
I mean, I found that's what was so refreshing about Full Metal, because I found just the writing was very, this is how a character would react in this situation. This is how this would react. So
Chris continues to say, or got attached to the people in the towns of the problems they faced. Cool. We got Andrew Murray also saying, did either of you check out TCAF Shop at the Toronto Library?
I tried twice, and both times I've gone too late. I went Christmas Eve. I thought they would be open. I did not.
They're open till 1.
They were open till 1. I arrived at 2. And then Boxing Day, I was like, let's go see. And it was closed. So I looked in the windows. The window displays look amazing. I have not gone inside yet.
It's a cool store, though. You should check it out.
I want to.
Definitely check it out.
I
so
like how the adult section is like facing the window. When you look in, you're like, oh, it's all the erotica.
Oh! Well, like the launch was Chip Zdarsky and their book, just the tips. So I don't know if that's like telling of like what the event was. All right, so our next category for the 2014 Shanahanigans Live of the Year Awards is games. This has been a great year for video games.
I've actually got an entry.
Do you? Let's see if it's on my list. All right, if you want to kick it off, go for it.
All right, well, the only game I played this year, we played a bunch. Yes. I played a couple, but Ni no Kuni, I keep thinking
that's a late to the game award because that's not from this year.
Okay.
Ni no Kuni's not from this year, right?
Mash Carts. No?
Yes. Okay, so for 2014, we'll get to the late to the game awards after because I believe Ni no Kuni was last year.
Yeah.
I don't think it was this year.
No.
Right? Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Our first nominee, of course, Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, so good.
This has been a great year for Nintendo. They've made some solid. Why? I didn't actually think about this. Hold on. So in your game, you actually have a blue helmet. Did you actually send us the picture?
Holy crap, that's so fun.
Well, that's adorable. You know what? Let's save that for a second. Save it for a reason. We'll save it. I'm going to use it.
Oh my god.
Open the image large so we can use it.
That's so cool.
Okay. Look up.
What?
We
didn't write that one. Oh no, we haven't done animation yet.
No, I'm not doing this right. Shoot. Okay. What does it look like when you're in Mario Kart? You have like a helmet.
Oh yeah.
And then you have this like scarf.
Yeah.
And then you have you have like these cheeks. This is Katie's character in Mario Kart. She looks like
That's pretty accurate.
This is her avatar. It's looking great.
Yeah, that's pretty much the eyes are a little too focused.
That's pretty much.
Hey guys.
That's all right. So Mario Kart 8 is honestly, this is what all Mario.
Wait,
oh
where's the
god, it's
camera?
creepy. It's up there. Yeah, Mario Kart 8 is the pinnacle of what all Mario Karts have led up to. It is one of the, dare I say, perfect. Like I heard awful things about the multiplayer battle mode, so I haven't touched it at all. But like, it is one of the best feeling racing games. The drifts feel perfect. The weight balance is great. The driving is fun. The blue shell feels fair. The weapons are great. The soundtrack is fantastic, jazz and amazing. The scenery is beautiful. Looking at clouds is just like, wow.
It's pretty.
The tracks are fun and imaginative. The DLC was excellent. I can't wait for the next ones. The characters are fun, except for all the redundant metal and babies.
Yeah.
It is honestly one of the best games ever made.
Metal and
Yeah,
babies.
those metal and babies. It is a spectacular game, and Nintendo. I hope. Oh no, that's giving it to me. Stop it. Go away. Nintendo should be very proud of what they got. Mario Kart 8 is amazing, and the online works really well. It's it's a little limited in that you can't chat while playing, but they did that supposedly so that they keep the speeds up, and it's great. But everything we've played, there's been no flaws, no glitches or hiccups. It's been great.
We played a bunch with friends of ours on the West Coast in LA and in Vancouver. So it's been a fun ride, and even just any time of day to just put it on, it's fun. Just like let's just throw on some Mario Kart. It's always you never get tired of it, even if you do Excite Bike level 100 billion.
Yeah, cool. So that's the first nominee. Our second nominee, I can actually reuse your character here for your second nominee. Wait, how did you look in? What had to? Oh, okay. Our second nominee in games is, I think I gave you had like a flower, and you were dressed, because you were still wearing blue. Oh gosh, what was it? Let me do an arm maybe, and this is like, you got a fist.
Yep.
Have you guessed?
Is it Smash Cards?
Super Smash Bros. For Wii U is our second nomination. Once again, it's a fun game. If you played Smash before, it takes me back to the good old days of Melee. I wasn't a huge fan of Brawl. It felt like a little different. I feel like this kind of brought it all back. And not only that, it introduced the madness of 8 players. So all 8 of you at once can run around and have a good old time with a mess of different controller options. So if you already have a bunch of controllers, you're not screwed. You can still find ways to play. Smash Bros. For the Wii U, as well as a combo with the 3DS, is fun, is good for everyone, and once again, it cements that Nintendo knows what they do when it comes to couch local co-op. Let's see. My third nomination for games. Let me see if I can do this. I'll go. I'll do.
What's happening?
And this is it.
Toad Carts.
Why is it a card game?
I don't know.
Toad's Treasure Tracker for the Nintendo Wii U. Once again, also a Nintendo game, but honestly, Nintendo's had such a good year. I got to keep shelling it out where it deserves. Treasure Trackers is a charming, fun little puzzle adventure game. That it's relaxing and kind of calm and silly. It has some frantic. Oh god, that's terrifying. Stop it! You're gonna give me the face. I don't want it. It is. A lot of people weren't terribly certain what it was gonna be. They're like, it was a silly Nintendo business. But like, I've just had fun kicking back and relaxing and being like, run around, Toad, because each world looks like a little toy set, and I want them all. I know they do come out with like Nintendo toy sets, but they're like, they're all right. But I'm looking forward to playing some more, and I think all you guys should try it out. Toad's Treasure Trackers is a good old time.
Yeah.
And let's see. Do we have one more? One more. Okay, let's see if you can guess what this one is. Let's just modify this a little. And then I can add a thing here.
Was it green? Sword? I don't know. Oh, I think I know. Yeah. Hyrule Warriors.
Hyrule Warriors. Carts is our fourth nomination, taking the tried and true gameplay of Dynasty Warriors, but throwing a lot of Zelda fandom in it. It is a fan's, well, at least the cutscenes are also just like a fan's dream come true, where all your favorite characters, like Sheik is hanging out with Midna and stuff like that, and you're like, what is this madness? It's beat 'em up, so it may not be the deepest game, but for a little burst, it's kind of fun just to clear out 100 bad guys in one swing. It's the true definition of video games being a power fantasy, more than any other game I've ever played. And it's a Zelda power fantasy, so there you go. So that is our nominations. And if you guys have your own, of course, you can add them to the list, because I think we got Eleni Chung here saying A Link Between Worlds. Haven't played it yet, but it looks good.
Oh, yeah, I want to.
So our nominations were Mario Kart 8, Zelda, Hyrule Warriors, Toad's Treasure Trackers. I'm just breaking it down, look at the pictures, and Super Smash Bros. I think we can all agree what the winner is, though.
1, 2, 3.
Mario...
Smash Bros. Kart.
Really?
Wait, Smash Kart.
Mario Kart 8?
Mario Kart 8.
What is Smash Kart? Mario Kart 8 is, as I said in the beginning, I hope I didn't give it away, the greatest game ever. It is the pinnacle of all of this kart racing has led up to, and it is such a good game.
Even though I'm consistently 12th place, I really enjoyed myself. I didn't even know there was a 12th place.
That was okay. Well, I thought you didn't know there was a 9th place, because you're like, how did I get less than 8th?
Well, I mean, I remember when we used to play in the old version, I was always 2nd, but the characters have gotten, they've all gotten better, or I've gotten horribly worse.
If you guys haven't played it yet, this cements, like, a lot of people are being like, oh, I'm not getting the Wii U till Smash comes out. Honestly, Mario Kart 8 is the reason to get the Wii U. It's fun with people locally. It's fun alone. It's fun with people online. It's such a good game, and it is my because we agreed this time, Game of the Year with Shanahanigans Live. Boom. If you guys have games of the year that came out this year, we should have posted them up on the thing. And I'm sorry if they're all Nintendo and you're like, I don't have a Nintendo system. It's like, go get one, man. It's $50 off, I think, if you go to Future Shop right now. $50 off. Yeah, man, save $50 on Nintendo system. That's great.
You should start doing advertising.
Maybe, I don't know. All right. Also in games now.
Code. You will get nothing.
In our late to the game category, let's see.
Oh.
Let's see if you guys can guess what this one is. Stay still. Sing.
I don't know what. Is that a nose?
Hold on.
Oh, I get it now. Why can't you make me look like the main character?
Oh, you want to be the kid? I can give you the hair too.
It's okay.
It's like.
Okay, I'm assuming it's Nino Cooney.
Nino Cooney!
The Raccoons. The 80s Canadian show.
Nino Cooney. I believe it's Bandai. There's a game, right?
It's Bandai.
Bandai Games with in cooperation with Studio Ghibli
Okay.
made a fantasy adventure romp about that's kind of a bit of Pokemon, a bit of Kingdom Hearts. And someone gave me their copy, and I was like, what is this? And I gave it to Katie because she was like, I want to play an RPG that's good.
Yeah, I want to play an RPG that wasn't kind of like turn-based combat.
Yeah.
And Nino Cooney is a little bit turn-based, but you can still run around when the other person's casting. You're not stuck standing there. With the monster fighting options as well, it's a little more fun because you can switch up your little monsters and they have different attacks. And again, they can run around too, and you can power them up and get them cakes and things, and it's delightful.
Yeah, and you feed them things too. It's great.
Yeah, and the in-game stuff is all Studio Ghibli 2D animated, beautiful. Well, not the in-game, the what do you call it? The
cutscenes.
Cutscenes are beautiful 2D animated.
Yeah.
Ghibli stuff, and the story's really fun, and the little towns are adorable, and I love it. It's so fun. I haven't played it in a while. So, I mean, there was a time I was playing it every single day, but I haven't really played it in a couple
Yeah, we
weeks.
gotta catch up with that.
Yeah, we gotta play some more.
What else is our late to the game nominees? Let's see. Stay still. Oh gosh.
Indiana Jones?
No.
Pokemon? What is the red thing?
This is like bear cuts or something.
What? Bear Cuts?
I don't
I
know.
don't know who that is.
It's Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, well, I'm John
It is
Marston.
John Marston with cuts in a tie. I don't know how it looks. I started Red Dead Redemption way back in 2010 and then kind of fell off on it. But this year I finally sat down. No, that's the cuts on his cheek. Yeah, I didn't use the thin brush. I finally beat it this year and like got to the ending. And honestly, it's one of the best. I do agree with a lot of people saying online that it is like it's not the most like shocking ending, just because I played a whole bunch of different kind of games. But it's like one of the most well-deserved kind of endings. I don't want that on the face.
Take a hat.
No, I don't want the hat. Take it back. Go ahead.
We're wearing a hat.
Yeah, I already have a hat. And like Red Dead Redemption is like, it was fun. It's not the perfect game, but like I'm glad I finished it because I'm like, that was a good ending. And it was a strong kind of narrative that led up to that. So that's my nominee, Red Dead Redemption, for our late to the game. Let's see. Do we have any other categories related to the game that we played? Oh, okay. Let's try this one. Okay. Let's see.
What is that?
Hold on a second.
Oh man, I don't know what's happening. Wow.
I guess it's Assassin's Creed 3 is also a game I started late. It's another game where I think the story was just, and this is one of the first times that I found the story of an Assassin's Creed game more interesting than like the actual game, like the gameplay, where I'm like what the characters were representing. This is like the first time where I'm like, stop, take the face back. This is the first time where I'm like, I was more interested in the conflict that the characters are going through versus like trying to get to the next scene, trying to fight and try to do this and that. Where it's like the Assassins and the Templars are. This is the first time they felt very interchangeable. How they're all really trying to go for the same goal, but like with different means. Where like the Templars want to like, bring order to the world by running it. The Assassins want to bring order to the world by removing the leaders. Mm-hmm. And it's like both of them are missing something to bring order. And that's why this is a never-ending conflict. And I feel like though Assassin's Creed 3 gets ragged on a bit for being kind of very long and tutorial-ish, I think it had some of the most poignant, like best kind of story beats of any Assassin's Creed to date, So that's my late to the game nominee. Also, I think we have like one or two more in our late to the game category. Okay, why not? Let's see.
Oh yeah, I'm playing that one. Yes.
You guys know what this one is?
Yes.
I don't know what else looks like.
Okay, it's Final Fantasy
13.
13, thank you. I don't know if I played this before or after I went to see the Distant Worlds, but frig, that was such an amazing concert. It was all the Final Fantasy music. It was fantastic. And then I really wanted to play some Final Fantasy games, and I asked if you had any. No, we had some. Jerry bought 13. Didn't really get into it. I was curious to try it out, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. I mean, it's a little linear, I find, in the gameplay, but it's got kind of a unique system of like powering up your crystal cells. It's a little weird, but it's like you're powering up your different levels. Everybody's got a little crystal inside of them that you can. The more points you get, the more it's kind of turned into a bit of a grinding game.
In fact, I hate it.
Everything I thought.
Remove it from the tally.
Everything I usually don't like about RPGs, I'm kind of starting to enjoy this. Where I just want to keep getting more.
Oh, you just want to get to the point.
Yeah, because I want to make.
Because it's such a corridor game, you just go straight there. You're like, God.
But it's really pretty.
Yeah.
It's super, super pretty.
So our nominees.
Some of the acting kind of gets me like, there's some annoying characters. But it's really pretty. It's like little dolls running around. So I enjoy aspects of it. I'm gonna stick with it and see how it goes.
So our nominees once again for the Shanahanigans Live 2014 Late to the Game of Video Game Awards were Ni no Kuni, Assassin's Creed 3, Red Dead Redemption, and Final Fantasy 13. And the winner of the 2013-14 of the Year Awards for Late to the Game games is
Ni no Kuni.
I was going to say that too.
Yes.
Ni no Kuni.
Oh, we're going to 1, 2, 3 it?
I was, but you jumped me.
I was really excited.
Ni no Kuni was just ridiculously charming. And it's like, I was just watching her play it. It's one of the few times where I actually like watching other people play games. Because I'm not too big on RPGs. But this one was fun to watch. And like, she gained the ability to leap, for gosh sake.
I can skip.
She can have skip around town. Yeah. It's like, that's a new ability. It's great.
It's all the side quests. So the game is gorgeous for running around, but there's also these job bulletin boards where you can go to good deeds for everybody in town. So I'll avoid the plot as long as possible and go like, oh, I can't find my flower pots. I'll go around town, find flower pots. Like it's pretty just running around town.
Yeah.
And then you get so strong that when you're running around the world map, animals will start running away from you.
That was awesome, yeah, because they don't want to mess with you.
They're so much more powerful that they won't come at you. They'll flee, so you have to
I like that.
chase after them to try and
get
instinct. Money, which is good. Although we went to this new place, everyone's really strong, and I'm scared now. But
yeah,
it's fun. I really enjoy it. Ni no Kuni, I highly recommend it, especially if you're kind of new to RPGs and you're not sure if you'll like them very much. This is a good kind of light start into it. And the story's fun, and the backgrounds are beautiful. And
anytime you pause the game, it looks like a painting. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and if you're an animation fan, like you gotta check it out because like all the cutscenes are beautifully done, and it's Studio Ghibli. Come
on. We got Tyler joining us saying, "Yay, your end finale episode just got here."
Welcome.
Cool. Once again, we're doing our Shanahanigans Live 2014 of the Year Awards, where we're picking our favorite things of the year and also the late to the game category, which means we got into it way later than we should have because other people were on top of stuff and we weren't. If you guys have games you want to suggest that people check out, you can also post in the comments on the Q&A. But we're moving on to our next category. This is animated series.
Oh, we got quite a few.
This year has been ridiculously good for animated series. There's been so many solid stuff coming out.
Is it drawn?
Let's see what we can do here. So let's see.
You're just adding dark hair to my dark hair.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry.
Oh, I know what's happening.
Let's see if you guys can guess what this category is. Let's see. I don't.
You want to make the neck higher, I think, to fit the other element on it. Any guesses?
What is the other element? I forget.
There's got. I mean, if you're doing what I think you're doing, you're just almost drawn.
Oh, really? Okay. So it's like. It's Steven Universe.
Oh, what's happening?
That's your neck, and that's your orangey red shirt. I don't know.
I think his shirt.
There's your shirt. Here's your shirt. There's your hair.
Like one of the crystal gems.
No, I give you an ukulele though. So like.
Okay.
Steven Universe is ridiculously charming. It is basically like if you took that kind of Sailor Moon-esque premise of like people having powers and stuff, but like. I didn't actually put your hand on it. Unless you want to play with your hand. There you go.
Confusing.
No, I don't want it. You take it. Steven Universe is ridiculously fun. It's the premise being basically the kid of, say, a super power character like a Sailor Scout type deal, like a gem warrior. But his mother's no longer around, but he's with the rest of her team, and they're trying to they're basically located in this place called Beach City, where they're trying to just fight these other gem creatures that show up that like come to like wreck their stuff, and they collect things, and it's like, and he doesn't have a grasp on all his powers just yet, so you're basically watching the series of him developing new abilities and stuff in this weird sleepy side town where no one's too surprised by the crazy ongoings just because they've been here for a while.
The bizarreness, and the characters are really fun. Again,
music is charming.
Really good music, really good.
Rebecca Sugar Rebecca Sugar.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of ukulele in it.
A lot of really fun songs.
A lot of memorable songs.
Yeah,
great episodes, some heavy stuff, some fun stuff.
It gets into it's funny, and then also gets into some pretty like heavy character drama too, which is all very well handled, and it's beautiful. It's so pretty. The backgrounds are gorgeous. That is definitely one of my absolute favorite shows.
It is spectacular. We also got a quick thing. Michael Richard saying, Katie, for RPG, I think you might like Paper Mario and the 1,000-Year Door.
Oh, okay.
The Paper Mario series is apparently really funny.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
Okay. Right. Well, thank you. I will give that a shot.
Our next nominee, let's see. One sec. I needed your face.
What? Okay.
Actually, your hair is not bad already. But no, not me. Look, I need your eyes. No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna close my eyes so your eyes go. There you go.
Who's this? Okay. All right. I'm gonna guess.
I don't know.
Wow. I don't even know.
Legend of Korra.
Oh, of course.
Her hair's shorter this time.
Yeah.
Legend of Korra season 4 is pretty much the pinnacle of the Korra series, as well as it's the end of the series. But it has some of the best. I should have made you a Beifong or something. It's like green and metal. It has some of the best fighting we've seen in an animated series intended for North American audiences. Some great characters, some great actions, some great story beats. Great finale just occurred, and it is a joy to watch.
We'll discuss next week, Chris, the host.
Yeah,
we'll get into it.
It is a joy to watch, and you guys should appreciate it now because I don't know if we'll have anything of that quality in a long time, or until the studio does something new.
Yeah.
Definitely go see it. There's a lot of people complaining about like the first 2 seasons or so, or sometimes a little like love triangle type stuff going on, or stuff that's just like, this is kind of distracting to the plot. But like, go through it. There's great stuff in the first few seasons, but season 3 and 4 really knock it out of the park. Legend of Korra is spectacular. That's our second nominee for the Shanahanigans Animated Series of the Year award. Chris, the host, wrote Korra, but there's a delay, so I think we guessed it before you.
We guessed what we knew it was going to be. Great.
Our third nomination for the Shanahanigans Live of the Year award in the animation category is.
Excited by the drawings. I know what this is.
Do you know what this is? Do you guys know what this
You can
is?
keep going.
I'm just gonna put a happy little hat over here.
Mhm.
And is it blue? Are you sure?
It's dark blue.
I don't have dark blue. This is as dark as it gets. I thought it's more purple.
It's like baby.
And they just gotta be like, what's going on over here?
Yeah, and then just
I don't want to go over
Pick
here.
the worst of
And then there's like a bird who's like,
Mm. Also, I think red cheeks.
you need red cheeks?
I think so.
That bird's like poking you in the head.
Mm.
Over the Garden Wall,
Yeah.
guys. This was a real treat. It was a 5-part, 5-episode broken into twos, of course, so like 11 episodes or so. Mini-series from Cartoon Network leading up to Halloween. We didn't see it at that point, though. We saw it afterwards, but it was on iTunes. And it is a real treat as far as like some unique and interesting new ideas for animated series. It's very, it's a story about like two boys wandering through a strange land called, was it The Other or the...
I don't remember those.
Oh, what was it called?
Under or something?
The other, the outside,
Well,
the over
they're
there.
lost in a woods.
Yeah.
And they just keep bumping into these bizarre characters just out in these woods as they travel along. And it's just really interesting characters, really cool setup. Nick Cross does the art direction on it, and he's so amazing. And there's a lot of just beautiful use of dark colors, but really rich and really. It's like an instant classic. When you're watching it, it reminds me a lot of the old kind of 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
cartoons.
Well, it's cool because...
Or the Silly Symphonies were the Disney ones?
Yeah.
I think? Yeah.
Visually and tonally, it has a lot of kind of like old Americana kind of like...
Yeah, well, it's very much an American fairy tale.
Yeah.
It's like with paddle boats and kind of old schoolhouses.
Farm
and
stuff. Like, it's a very American fairy tale.
And like harvest festivals and bizarre pumpkin people.
Tonally, it's like very like this kind of like brown color scheme.
Yeah,
everything's a little off.
It's a little unsettling, eerie. But it's a little eerie, but it's fun, and it's I really enjoyed it.
Christos points out it's called The Unknown.
The Unknown. Okay.
It was a real treat. Like I saw a sneak peek for it when I was at Comic-Con. I was like, "What is this all about?" Oh, well, we'll see what happens. And then I saw it. I'm like, "This is crazy." Yeah. So you guys all gotta check that out. But this is let's do that. Over the Garden Wall. Matthew Pritchard seemed to have guessed it. So Chris, the host. Let's see. So that's our next nomination. That's probably my finest art to date.
Yeah. Good job.
Andrew also says The Unknown. Let's see. Our next nomination. Okay. See if you guys can guess this. How should I? I'm trying to think how I should do this one. Okay. The next nomination. Everyone has like brown hair these days.
I know. Anybody guessing?
I don't think I'm doing this right, but
I'm not sure this is.
Is that right? No.
What?
Wait. I got this. So, I need the other shoulder. And then
I do not know what this is.
I'm not doing good. I'm trying.
Is this a cartoon?
Yes. It's from the web-ish.
Oh.
This is Bee and Puppy Cat.
I don't really think.
She has brown hair and she has like shoulder pads and cat eyes.
I think she's got like a yellow sweater with a bee.
Is it a yellow sweater?
I think she has a yellow sweater with a bee.
Wait, how's there a bee on the yellow sweater?
I don't know.
Is the bee on the sweater? Or it's like, She had like this big yellow sweater. And then she had brown hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally it.
There.
Right?
Bee and Puppy Cat.
I don't know what's happening.
Not too many episodes out right now, of course, but like from the teaser that we got from like pre-Kickstarter up until now, Bee and Puppy Cat is a silly and strange series that has a lot of inspiration from you can see a lot of inspiration for a lot of anime just in watching it, of course, as well. I don't want to take it. It's silly and strange, and it's definitely worth watching. It's absolutely free for you guys to do because it's on YouTube. So definitely check that out. The music and the environments are cute. The characters are freaking get out of here. That is how she looks, right?
I don't know.
The most recent episode we saw was it was like the cat bathhouse thing. Yeah. And I'm like, this feels a lot like
very bizarre.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Bee and Puppy Cat.
Very weird. Very, very enjoyable.
Okay. And we have everyone else's with their suggestions too, because we have Tyler saying Gravity Falls. Normally I would say Gravity Falls, but I'm behind this season. I've watched the first few episodes. I got to catch up on it, but definitely check out Gravity Falls. The season beginning wasn't spectacular. It was like zombies and stuff.
Yeah,
It was
it's
great.
Definitely one of our favorites.
It's definitely one of our favorites, but like I have to catch up.
Chance.
We have to give. I've been raving about Gravity Falls. We gotta give other shows a chance though. But definitely do check Gravity Falls out. It is one of my favorites. Our final nomination for the Shanahanigans Live 2014 of the Year Awards is. Oh, is that right? I don't know.
I know what that is. Can you give me blue hair, please?
Didn't we do this already?
Let's do it.
I feel like we did this like in a past episode.
I think we did that with Andrew Murray.
Oh, did we? Maybe.
Yay!
Sailor Moon Crystal. Say what you will about how the animation is terrible, but man, we had fun watching.
It was a lot of fun watching.
It was delightfully mockable. It was a good throw. It was cute. It was silly. There is some really wonky animation, but it is a treat to see it redone.
They fix their goofs for the
for the Blu-ray.
Yeah,
it is a real treat.
That.
It is a real treat to watch with people. Like, don't watch it alone. It's kind of like horror movies. Don't watch Sailor Moon Crystal alone. You want to watch with a group of like snarky, sarcastic people who will mock.
Or people that just appreciate it.
Who will mock Luna's 12 back muscles.
People that appreciate the nostalgia.
Or that. So the nominees, once again, for the Shanahanigans Live 2014 of the year.
You're allowed to nominate something if you're like.
What? I enjoyed it.
Ironically.
I enjoyed it. The nominees were, of course, Steven Universe, Legend of Korra, Over the Garden Wall, Bee and Puppycat, and Sailor Moon Crystal.
Oh, that's hard.
On 3.
Okay, wait. Okay.
1, 2, 3. Over the Garden Wall.
I really like Over the Garden Wall, but Steven Universe I find.
Steven Universe for you?
Yeah.
I loved Over the Garden Wall. It was spectacular. It was eerie. And Potatoes and Molasses will be stuck in my head forever.
It's a great song.
It is a spectacular short series. Be sure to check it out if you get a chance. Final words for Steven Universe?
Just support good shows. Maybe you watch them online now. That's maybe not great, but when the DVD comes out,
be sure to support somehow.
That's what I do. If I like something, I will make sure I throw money at it because the best way you can vote is with your dollars.
Yeah. And Gravity Falls toys are coming out really soon, so get your pre-orders on, man. I'm going to get all of them. Quickly, Andrew Murray says, was there an animated series from 2014 that didn't meet your expectations?
I think it would have been Sailor Moon Crystal. But the thing is, I don't want to be someone that harps on it because it's like I really loved the original Sailor Moon. It was one of the things that made me really want to get into animation and make my own stories, and it really got me into anime. Definitely, that was my gateway drug to Japanese animation. Yep. And just really cool stories starring girls, which there weren't a lot of in North American shows. So I kind of already loved it. I wasn't really looking for someone to replace it. I was just curious what they would do 25 years later. And all the merch, there's so much merch.
Yeah, we have all the figurines up there.
Other stuff that hasn't really met my expectations. I mean, if I don't enjoy it, I just figure it's not
for
me. Sailor Moon, just because it was such
Sailor Moon wasn't.
It was such an important show to me when I was really young. Starting off, I wanted to give it a shot, and I was like, maybe this isn't totally for me. But I'm glad they're doing it. Good on them.
Cool. Let's see. Chris Cato was saying, man, stuck between Steven and Korra for me.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Korra too. I am sad that it's over. I really hope that something of that quality can make it, because I know it sounds like they had a lot of trouble just with the studio kind of not really knowing what to do with the show and just kind of throwing it on whatever and not really promoting it very well. But the creators seem to have just kept up a good positive, good attitude and relationship with their fans, which I think is very admirable.
Cool. If you guys are just joining us, we're continuing the 2014 Shenanigans Live of the Year Awards. We already had our video games and comics categories, and we're in the middle of our animation category. We just announced our favorites, but also our animation late to the game nominees, which means animated series we got into later than, way later, but they're not of this year, but we enjoyed them this year, put that way.
I don't even know.
So my first nominee is, let's see if I can do this.
So stuff we just started watching.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're doing. I think there's only one in this category for you, isn't there?
Maybe. Would it be white? I started regular show. I started regular show this year because I never actually really watched it before. I may have caught it in passing or see it on a bus shelter. But like, and I've been to Cartoon Network Studios where they made the show.
We were in the room.
And we were in the room where they were storyboarding it.
Knows people.
And I'm like, what's this about? Whatever. You know. So I finally sat down and watched the regular show, and I'm like, this is the best show. This is the best show ever made. Regular show is the greatest. You know, because it's just like something about it. It's just like it's basically about these two characters who work at a park and try to do as little work as possible. Mm-hmm. And one's a blue jay and one's like some rodent guy.
And somewhere in the climax of the show, they'll like
in the third
will go insanely out of nowhere, epically out of proportion.
Yeah.
So, like from trying to set up chairs to unleashing a demon. It's just like you can't even tell where it's gonna go. It's just something ridiculous is gonna happen.
Similar to what we said about Full Metal Alchemist. Regular show, basically the premise is everything has consequences.
Yeah.
Because if they try to skip work, something will go horribly wrong.
Yeah. If
they try to skip out on a bet, something will go horribly wrong.
Yeah. Like,
to a degree you would never expect.
Yeah, beyond anything normal.
Yeah.
That would happen.
There's great characters. I love Benson, who's the gumball machine, who's always yelling at them. He is amazing. I love Skips, who's the Yeti dude played by Mark Hamill, who seems to know the answer to everything. He's like, I've heard of this before. Like, he just knows everything. He's all wise.
Pops, because he's just so innocent.
Pops, bring me Mordecai, you know. And he pays with things with lollipops and stuff. It's just a delightful, weird show. And one of the recent episodes I saw had one of my favorite moments ever when they're trying to sneak into this like Chuck E. Cheese type place.
Oh my God.
And they needed Rigby to be a kid. He's wearing this baseball cap and the fanny pack. And so to be a kid, he's like zipping it up and up, going like, lol, 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 and she's like, okay.
Yeah.
What's going on, man? Lol, 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 lol. Regular show is a delight for me. It is one of my favorites. And that's my nominee for Late to the Game. Let's see, quickly, we also have Chris the host. Chris the host saying, as interesting as I thought Over the Garden Wall was, of course, sort of blew everything out of the water for me. Oh, don't get me wrong. Those metal bending fights with the Bayfongs was spectacular.
Bayfongs.
And also, side note, we got to see in advance the episode when the Bayfongs first snuck back into the Metal Town to steal people out. We saw that at Comic-Con on the big screen. Remember, they gave us a whole episode in advance.
No.
Yeah, we saw it. It was the episode. Remember when they? No, which series was that?
No, it was last season.
No, okay, never mind. That was last season.
Rescuing Cora.
Well, they did sneak in.
Well, there was sneaking.
And it
wasn't.
It was from last season when the bad guys were sneaking into the Metal Town. Oh, we got to see that episode early. It was this year though. Season 3 was this year.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Well, because season 4 wasn't supposed to come out so
Yeah.
quickly, but
So
for us though.
So season, good. I just want to tell everyone we
Yeah.
saw Cora on the big screen.
That was the last Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con.
It was great.
They're gonna do. That was the last San Diego Comic-Con panel.
Yeah.
Voice actors.
It was great. It was a fun panel.
Mike and the creators. Brian?
Maybe.
Yeah. The creators.
Awesome. Our next nominee for animated series Late to the Game, meaning we didn't see it yet until it's too late. Let's see if you guys can guess.
Is this mine?
Yes, it's yours.
Are you going to make a statement?
I got nothing to say. What do you want to say? Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood.
And the TV series. And both movies.
And the games. And the cutscenes from the video games.
In the span of 2 weeks.
What would you like to say about this series?
I'm sorry, I used up your Wi-Fi.
Apparently, Katie was on my Wi-Fi the whole time, but it explains why I'm now like 119%.
Okay, so basically, my living room is right on top of his living room, and that's where your internet is strongest. So somehow, when I'm down, whenever I go visit you, I hop onto your Wi-Fi because it's strong. For some reason, it stayed on when I was upstairs streaming all my shows.
Mm-hmm.
So you turning me into metal. No. So I used up all your Wi-Fi, and it was amazing. I had a lot of fun. Well, because I watched Brotherhood and I was curious what the anime was like.
Yes.
Like the regular, the TV series went off on a tangent. And I was like, yeah, why not? So.
They go to Germany. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
England. Back in time.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But yeah, I treated myself to some animes, which I haven't in a long time. Felt really good.
You're gonna help pay my overage fees, are you? Overage much?
You guys are also downloading games and things, so it wasn't just.
Just because I had to download a 500 gig patch to Halo.
What happened? You were like, yeah, me and David used up all our Wi-Fi.
I still thought it was suspicious. I didn't think I used up 300 gigs on Halo. We got Chris the host talking about the creators, Mike and Brian or Brike.
Yes.
Done.
I know everybody had a cute little nickname for them.
So that was our nominees, unless we had any more series we watched that were old. I don't remember.
No, I haven't watched it. Other than 2 weeks worth of Full Metal Alchemist.
So our late to the game nominations for our animated series, once again, was Regular Show and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. The winner on 3. 1, 2, 3. Regular Show! Whoa! I haven't watched Full Metal Alchemist yet.
It's fun.
But I'm on like season 3 of Regular Show, and there's like 7 seasons or something. I gotta catch up.
Yeah. They're pretty similar.
Yeah, I find they're very similar shows, yeah.
You know, like the 2 brothers, they don't want to.
They're brothers. They want to do as little work as possible. Actually, there's consequences for everything. Yeah, that's it. Consequences for all your actions. There you go. If you guys have nominees,
portals to hell.
Yeah, you know what? It is a very similar series. Regular Show. Do me a fan art of Regular Alchemist.
That would probably be like the little raccoon. Like, yeah.
He would. Yeah, he would. He would. That's perfect. All right, Regular Alchemist fan art. Go. If you guys have nominees or your suggestions for what people should check out for best, your favorite animated series or a series you got into a little late but think everyone should check out, be sure to post in the questions and we'll mention them with our voices. We're going to be wrapping up shortly because these awards have gone on much longer than I expected. Yeah. So we've done what have we done so far? We've done comics. We've done games.
Yeah.
We've done animated TV series.
That's kind of our whole MO.
Yeah, I don't really watch any live action TV series.
No.
If I had to do a quick shout out, I'd be like, watch the IT Crowd. It's fantastic. Watch the first half of Twin Peaks and then quit hard.
We haven't seen the new 100 yet.
No, we haven't seen season 2 of The 100.
Yeah.
But was it still this year when we watched it? The 100! The winner's The 100! 2014 best show, The 100. All
right.
There's a bunch of people in space. It's kind of like Lord of the Flies meets Lost meets Battlestar Galactica.
How excited you are.
It's the best show ever. I haven't watched season 2 yet. The 100.
Oh boy.
Best show with numbers. You can watch it.
Best show with numbers? Best
show with numbers. Our next category for Shanahanigans Live 2014 of the Year Awards is film. Let's do animated because that's what we do. You know what? No, let's go live action first. Live action film.
I haven't seen any movies.
No, I think you have. So let's see. All right. Stay still. So this is our first nominee for live action film of this year.
I don't know what that is. John Wick.
Repeat.
Was that this year?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Live, Die, Repeat.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Or Edge of Tomorrow, as it was stupidly named. Live, Die, Repeat, as the name it should have been, because that was the tag, and it's a lot cooler. It's based on a Japanese novel that also had a manga created by drawn by the guy who does Death Note, which is interesting. Has a lot of interesting moments too. Premise being a guy who's in this like future war in England with like these monster alien things, but for some reason, every time he gets killed in this war, he restarts at the beginning of the day. So some people are like, "Oh, it's like Groundhog Day," and I'm like, "Shut your face! This is crazier than Groundhog Day." Live, Die, Repeat, Edge of Tomorrow. It's action-packed. All you need is kill. Based on all you need is kill. Great title too, actually.
Great title. I love anime titles.
It's honestly one of the most intentionally funny edited films I've seen in a long time.
It's funny that you say that though.
No, because like it is cut to be funny. The way it is dark humor, but they make it hilarious. And I love the idea of like the growth you see of this character mapping out how to do the day perfectly. And I actually haven't seen Groundhog Day, but I did see that episode of Xena where she was stuck in a time loop. And she spent one day just plotting out how to save everyone while everyone's dying around her. And it's kind of like that. And it is really, oh gosh, repeat. No, we're repeating. It is, honestly, if you haven't seen it yet, because like, oh, trailer's awful, I hate Tom Cruise, whatever. It's like, watch Live, Die, Repeat. It is a fun, well-done film. Emily Blunt is crazy in it. And it's like, it is action-packed, it's exciting, it's hilarious. It is one of my favorite films of the year. I really enjoyed it. And I think I wish more people saw it. We got a lot of...
It's one of those things where I was like, I'm gonna make fan art, and then I got too busy.
Too busy making regular Alchemist.
Too busy. Yeah. But I mean, Emily Blunt, that giant sword is just so cool.
It is a cool movie, and honestly, like it is. Here's the thing: there's been movies based on video games. This is a movie that is a video game in the sense of every time you die, you get to try again. Mm-hmm. This is the most mechanically video game movie I've ever seen, and it works for me. Mm-hmm. A lot of people didn't like the very last portion of it, which is kind of like it's a little out of tone of the rest of it because it's kind of like a separate sub thing that doesn't really deal with the premise. But it honestly, it is really enjoyable. So give yourself a watch if you want. It wants some fun action packed. Get other people in there too if you want a good laugh. Yeah. But it is well done film, and I enjoyed it. I love the mystery you get to being like you're not up to date with the main character either. You don't know how many times he's done certain things because you're not always with him. Mm-hmm. So it is a really neat movie. I think it's really worth checking out. Just for
thought stuff too, where it's like if you have to get to know, it's because he's got 3 days, kind of. Usually 2-3 days is like the limit of the amount of time he has to do stuff almost before everything resets. Generally, when the war happens, so it's like, how do you get to know this character in 2 days and like earn their trust and learn all the secrets? Like it's they won't show you all that, but it's interesting just to think about like, okay, if I had 2 days and I have to become best friends with this guy, like how would I spend the next 2 days to become best friends with this character so I could learn about their backstory, so I could always use that as a trigger to get their trust right away.
Yeah, you don't want to like go on too hard and be like, we're best friends in the future, let's do this. It's like, what?
Yeah, you're like, you have to follow me because I like can repeat. Like no one's gonna believe that. So it's like, how do you find out something?
You have to like use tricks to like impress people because you know what they're gonna do, and it's like it's a really smart movie. I enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. Our next nomination for 2014 live action film is wait, hold on.
Vampires. Is that okay? Is that a tie?
Yeah.
Okay, Mike Keanu Reeves.
Yes, sir.
This is John Wick.
John Wick. John Wick is a movie that a lot of people are like some people are really mad about Keanu, but like this was a really fun film to watch. John Wick was just like a ridiculous revenge story with the best premise. A guy's trying to avenge his puppy.
And it was really cute.
And he was the cutest puppy ever. He had a little bell and stuff like that. But like, this is the most justified revenge film I've ever seen. Where I'm like, you will mess with his puppy.
Yeah, and freaking Greyjoy there is just
the guy from Game of Thrones is in there. Oh, it's a treat. We had a fun time watching it. The action is over the top. It's a satisfying revenge film. There's a couple wonky stuff every now and then where it's like, why did they let him live? Oh, whatever. But definitely check out John Wick. That's a recommendation. Have we watched any other live action films this year?
I haven't really seen any movies.
Okay. I don't know if any of them are winners. I'm gonna check them out.
Yeah.
How's it like Live to RP? Go check it out.
Yeah.
I don't know if any live action film like blew my mind this year, but those two were like standouts. So I'm like, all right.
I feel like I just can't do movies in theaters anymore. I'm just like, nah. I want to be in my house.
Yeah, that's true. Cool. Check those two out. Why not? We got Tyler Mann saying live action Saving Mr. Banks. Tom Hanks' Walt Disney. Heck yes. Cool. I watched that on the plane, I think, to Comic-Con or from Comic-Con. It was an interesting watch. I was some of my brothers.
Divergent.
Do we have honorable mention? Divergence? Most anger-inducing film of the year?
I love how much you hate it.
Oh my goodness.
I love how much I enjoyed it. Avatar all over again.
We're running a little long in the tooth, so I want to speed this up. Blah, 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 blah. What the heck? Oh, okay, fine. So late to the game award then for the live action movie goes to The Warriors, just because I watched it like 2 nights ago. And I'm like, this is the most anime gang film I've ever seen, where it's just like, if you've like watched Cromartie High School or read like GTO, this is basically that in a movie. Go watch The Warriors. I could make you one of the baseball guys if you want.
Yeah, do it.
The face is there, and they're like half face. Something like that. Warriors, come out to play. It was a treat. Let's see. So let's go to the next category because we got to wrap this up because I'm going to lose a voice and I'm already sick.
This seat really sucks.
Chris Carey says Lucy wins for most anger-inducing.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen Lucy yet. What was I doing next? Live action, live therapy, blah, blah, blah. Final category, unless we come up with something else. For this, Shanahanigans Live 2014 of the Year Awards is animated film. animated film.
I don't even know what I've seen.
It was a pretty big year for animated films. Actually, I just choose. Okay, where's your face?
Over here.
Where's your face? Okay, so let's do.
Who's that? SpongeBob? SpongeBob. This is SpongeBob.
Oh, shut up.
SpongeBob. Pokemon. Pikachu. Watchmen.
No.
Pineapple.
Lego.
Lego.
The Lego Movie.
Right.
Everything is awesome. That movie actually came out pretty early in the year. Now it's on me now. It is a fun, silly movie. If you guys haven't seen it yet, it's get this like off me. It hits all the right nostalgia notes for all you guys who grew up with the Legos and play with the Legos, or if your parents play with the Legos, they'd appreciate it too. And if the kids play with Legos today, lots of love in there too. It's also just extremely funny, well action-paced, silly, and very catchy music. That's the Lego Movie. I'm gonna be losing my voice by the end of this. Let's see. Our next nomination is actually it's not too indifferent from this. Let's see. It's like filling out Kay's face for all these things.
Yeah, no worries. Oh, I know what that is.
Is it my mouth?
No, he has no mouth.
Shoot. Big Hero 6 was a fun animated film that came out. Action-packed adventure coming from Disney. Based on a Marvel comic, very loosely, of course, but it was silly. It's fun, had the feels, had the hearts, you know, and it was enjoyable. I think, you know, it won't hit to the levels that Frozen did because there was no heart-wrenching song in it, but you know, it had some good moments and sadness. So there you go.
Yeah.
Go check out Big Hero 6. Baymax is adorable.
Yeah,
he is a treat.
He's a robot.
Let's see what else we got here. Okay, let's try this.
There were a lot of anime movies that came out, but I didn't see all of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if I'm going to be able to pick one. I don't know what that is.
No. It's an airplane. The Wind Rises!
Oh, was that this year?
I think so.
Yeah.
Studio Ghibli's essentially a story that is in a weird way a biopic of Miyazaki himself, based on kind of like just working really hard and stuff. In a way.
In a way, it's about the creative process. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a autobio Miyazaki film,
but it's definitely very personal.
It's definitely, if you're a creative person, you can be like, oh, this relates.
The Wind Rises is definitely an interesting watch. Very well animated. It's the more mature taste as far as like tone and pacing of all the kind of Ghibli stuff. Definitely, it's not like it has like these kind of dream sequences or like the fanciful, over the top weird stuff that the kids would be like, oh, this is silly. But overall, it's kind of like a very adult story of just like in war. It's a very interesting story because it's about just what people do in wartime. It's like what your main industries are, what your main choices are. It all kind of ties to the major conflict at the time. So anything anyone does creatively or for job ultimately leads to war.
Yeah, I mean, the main character isn't interested in kind of the politics or anything of war, but he loves airplanes. He loves designing airplanes. And unfortunately, those airplanes are being used in the war effort during World War II, it is, right? Yeah. So there's a lot of heavy background to it that's touched on lightly, but not overly focused on. It's an interesting look at someone who just wants to pursue their dream and be creative. Because they don't even really deal with the knowing what's going to happen. But
because he's just on the assembly line in that,
yeah,
right?
he wants to create like an amazing plane.
And when else would he do it? Like, he's not going to wait till after. So it's a very interesting watch because it's all about kind of like the climate. Like you see like a lot of odd stuff, like people being chased down the street and stuff, but it's not a part of the story. It's just like, this is what's happening. And a lot of like suspicion and stuff like that. So it's a very interesting watch. Be sure to check out The Wind Rises from Studio Ghibli. We also have Tyler Mann saying Dragons 2.
I haven't seen that. I was just going to say quickly, I think what's interesting about Wind Rises is you'd think some filmmakers would take that and make it more of a kind of story based on the time, but this seems to be a story based on a particular person. So it's like I think if it was a Hollywood movie, I think it probably would have been more like, oh, they're using my planes for like war weapons, now I must find a way to destroy it. But like, because it's kind of a quiet story about someone who just wants to create, who just loves planes so much, doesn't dwell on that. It dwells on just his creativity and his relationships with his family. And because they don't see the war happen at that time over there, it's like more quiet. But it's just an interesting take on a story set in that time. It's interesting just how many different kind of ways you can tell a story like that.
It's a real thinker.
Makes you think. It really does make you think.
Makes you think.
Yeah.
I saw Dragons. Kay didn't see Dragons.
I haven't seen Dragons yet.
Really good on that.
So unfortunately, I can't comment. But my friends worked on it, and I should see it soon. So I am the worst.
Yeah, you should watch with your friends.
I know. I just haven't really been. I haven't wanted to go to theaters, so when it's all
that's how they make their money.
Going to movie theaters. But when they come out, I'll watch them.
Okay. Our last nomination for animated film of 2014. Let me see if I can do this. I don't think you'll get this because I don't think you saw this, but.
Man, I don't know what you're doing. Santa Claus? Oh God, I can't sit.
I don't know what's going on. Oh, did you leave? I'm trying to draw the girl from Song of the Sea.
Okay.
She wore, well, you moved now, so it changed everything, but she wore like a white dress, just black hair.
Okay.
Song of the Sea, I saw it at the Toronto International Film Festival. It's an Irish animated film. It's also very kind of calm and interesting piece that kind of, similarly to Over the Garden Wall, has kind of elements of that with kind of these menacing folklore creatures or beings that like are trying to intimidate these kids, but these kids overall like can overcome whatever they are like trying to mess with them and stuff like that. Yeah. It's definitely an interesting watch. And the art style is really neat because it's very kind of flat. Where like cities will be like a road will be drawn basically flat as cars are kind of coming down it. Oh, cool. And it has no
very beautiful graphic style.
Has no sense of depth, but it's also very interesting to look at. It's very illustrated. So it's a really neat film.
I unfortunately didn't get to see it.
No. I think it's only in theaters now.
I'm gonna go see it now, but when I was playing TIFF, my good friend Andrew Murray was kind enough to invite me along to an after party where all the creators from Ireland were in town. And they actually gave me free tickets to go see it the next day, but I had a dentist appointment, so I gave you the ticket.
Oh, right.
See it. Yeah, so I unfortunately wasn't able to go see it during TIFF, but now that it's playing, I want to go see it for sure. So go support. We were going to see it before Christmas, which is happening. So maybe tomorrow I will go see it. So support good animation.
Also, Princess Kaguya came out this year too.
Yeah, I missed that one.
Yeah.
I haven't been on top of.
Okay. You seem to have missed too many movies to like have a.
I'm catching up on old stuff. Let it be my.
This will be your late to the game.
Late to the game.
For next year.
I will watch the hell out of it next year.
Yeah.
All these movies, I'll be like, "This is amazing." I'll be like, "We saw that already." Katie.
Yeah, that was from way back when. I don't know. I'm kind of like I'm not even sure what to pick if I have to be like this was not fair because like that's tricky.
Because like out of all those movies, I've only seen the Kingdoms.
Really, you didn't see Lego Movie?
Oh, I saw Lego Movie.
Yeah.
Lego Movie was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That's a Lego Movie.
Yeah.
It was a treat.
It was fun.
I enjoyed it. What I love about Lego Movie. All right, well, I'll say Lego Movie for mine.
Yeah.
Because like what I love about it is like it has these moments of like complete tension, but then it cuts to, like a wide shot of the little Lego pieces going like. It's just like they do a lot of interesting gags
out of it, which I enjoyed. Kind of make believe playing and it was, fun characters.
It kept to the spirit of Lego that you did.
It kept it goofy.
It wasn't like Lego that you see in the commercials where it's like you got to build this thing. It's like hey, do whatever the hell you want. And it was very silly and light in that respect. And so like it's got it has like that kind of like hero's journey structure, but it's also just really fun how it plays with it.
Yeah, and it's something that a bunch of us went to see in theaters, and it was just like a fun watch.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
cool.
Fun.
Yeah.
Do you have any rewards for this stuff? Or?
No, because we didn't agree on half of them. We're going to make 2 trophies. I guess I can remove that now. Cool. Chris also says, "Don't ever see Lucy. You can never get that time back."
Aww.
Well, like if you're on a plane, this is when I watch like Divergent and stuff when I'm on a plane. Where I'm like, there's nowhere to go. You're trapped. You have to watch Divergent.
You have to watch it. You could have turned it off.
Yeah.
I love just that I'd look at you and you'd be like, and I'd be like, yeah, Divergent. You're just, you look so bad.
Yeah. I'm just like, oh my
but you would turn it off.
To Chris, send us a message. We'll go over stuff. Right. Send us a message, Chris. Let's see. So, that was so. Wait, where? Oh, actually, I want to show the picture that Andrew did. Where was that?
Oh, okay. If you go into his images, it'll show up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
And then we can screen share.
Where's his images?
Okay, you go down.
A little while ago, Andrew had a little something for us. Why is there so many images and photos?
Click that. And then scroll down.
Oh gosh, I didn't mean to do that. No. Okay, keep them busy. Tell them something interesting.
So Gordon Ramsay apparently makes. I don't know why he keeps going. That. It looks good. Let me. You talk. Okay.
Katie will do that. So that's our Shanahanigans Live 2014 of the Year Awards. If you guys haven't seen the stuff that we're talking about, did you find it?
Almost.
Oh my gosh.
It's before Christmas.
Why was it so? It was that long ago?
Yeah, I'm sorry. There we go.
Okay. All right, guys. We'll show you this quickly. Andrew sent us a little bit of fan art we'd like to share with you before we start signing out for the evening. You good? You good? For those of you who have seen this show that we mentioned, that was my favorite show of 2014.
I also
is this it? I think this is it.
It.
There you go. Take a look at this. We have little art.
That's fun.
That is adorable. Over the Garden Wall was a spectacular.
It probably suits our personalities better.
Maybe, yeah. And you guys definitely should check this. Heather the Frog.
Heather's the Frog.
That is adorable. Cool.
Nice. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you very much. And thank you for bringing it to our notification.
And thanks for letting me know, because I have seriously been off the internet for the past couple weeks because I've been watching a lot of Full Metal Alchemist.
Some may say too much. That was the 2014 of I can't write the year.
Thanks for keeping us company while I eat.
Awards. This also is pretty much the last episode of Shanahanigans Live of 2014.
2014.
Oh, really?
No.
Okay. Of 2014. So thank you guys for hanging out for the year.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any plans for New Year's? What you guys up to? If you want to drop a message in the last minute, we're going to start signing out. I don't think I'm doing anything too crazy. I might be doing one of those like.
Coming over to our house.
Oh, is she?
I just got a text like, "Can we come over?"
Oh, okay. I didn't know that part.
What are you doing?
I might not be around.
You're not gonna be here?
Maybe not. You're gonna keep her busy then.
I don't know.
I have some friends want to do one of those like escape the room things.
What? Really?
Yeah. So I might do like I think I'm doing like a room escape thing tomorrow.
Details. I'm curious. Oh yeah.
And then after
Heather,
that,
if you're watching this, there might be a wrench in our knees.
Yeah, sorry, Heather. We're not. I don't think I'm not hosting nothing as far as I'm aware. Because like Helen's also out at some event. I was gonna like pop by there after. Oops. Well, I hope you guys had a good holiday. Hope you guys watched good stuff, watched constructively of things. Because even if we're like, oh, that's terrible, but it's like there's always something to gain out of it. You can learn from it.
That's why I generally not like I hated this, because there's always something you can learn from it.
Oh, I learned so much from Divergent.
Yeah.
It's been a good year, and hopefully there's like some new series and new stuff coming out. There's always new stuff coming out all the time. It's just about keeping your eye out for it and being open to checking it out and giving it a few, giving it a watch, give it a read, give it a play.
More life stuff. Do you have any resolutions for the new year? Or?
Oh gosh, resolutions. Last minute. Do you guys have New Year's resolutions?
I want to draw more for myself. That's what I'm going to definitely try and do. I need you guys to keep me accountable, because last year was not a year for a lot of drawing. And it bums me out. I want to draw more for fun, but it's, no more excuses.
Sounds about right. As far as writing, I don't know, like what, like I want to basically be more brave to put stuff out there, I guess, or trying to get stuff in front of certain people or whatever, because like I'm always like I have no confidence when it comes to like making stuff and throw it online. That's one thing. When it's like, now we're going to pitch it to this guy, I'm like, oh no, you don't want this, you don't want to see this is silly.
Let them say they don't
want you don't want this,
just do it.
Nah, you don't want to see this,
just do it.
So that's what I'm hopefully going to try to do for 2015. Be a little more bold and like trying to push my own creative stuff, because like no one needs to see this stuff. It's whatever. It's whatever. It is what it is. It's what it is.
You need to get on, man.
Yeah.
Get better at
that. That'll be my goal. But yeah, thank you guys for stopping by.
Thanks for hanging out on whatever date it is. On a Tuesday?
Yes. The stuff we do, of course. If you want to, like it's spelled here, right? You want to go to Shanahanigans.com, SHANAHANIGANS, and that's where you can find all our books and links and stuff to that. If you want to check out some of the things we do. You also want to go to SillyKingdom.com to keep up to date on what's happening with the new Silly Kingdom.
You'll be seeing this soon.
It's happening right there. We're not letting you guys see what that page is, though. No spoilers. We're a no spoiler family. No one gets to see spoilers. No. Katie's Twitter and Tumblr is Katie Shy.
It is.
Myself, Shaggy Shan. You also want to go to shaggyshan.com, because I made a website this year. Yes, that was one of the things I wanted to do for a while. Okay. So that's like a New Year's resolution taken care of right before the last minute.
Good job.
Very good. Voice reels and stuff is there too. You also want to go to uberfriendship.com where stuff like the Shaggy Read series can be found. Only one more chapter and we're done. I'm not going to get it done before New Year's though. Because I was sick and I lost my voice. Boo.
Boo, indeed.
And yeah, basically, I think that's about everything.
Yep, that's all I got.
Shanahanigans Live is usually Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. If you guys want to find that out, go to the Facebook page, like, subscribe, whatever you got to do, because otherwise we have no better way of telling you guys that's like concrete. You know, we'll always have updates there. We'll always have links there. And yeah, I think that's about it. Hope you guys have a good holiday.
Yes.
Enjoy your New Year's. Be safe.
New Year's, guys.
Have fun. And hopefully we'll see you guys all next year.
See you
Cheers.
in 2015.
Lates, yo.
Bye.